Hi guys, it's Becca Bass. I'm here to tell you a little story about why I created a stage name. I've had some questions about this and I can give the reason. And in the meantime, I am going to show you my new Hattori Hanzo shears. They are the Kime texturizers. And I've been told that they are a game changer. I just now opened the box. And I'm really ready to tell this story and to give myself a haircut, because some say that when the moon is in the waning crescent, it's the best time to cut your hair. And I just feel like it, so let's go for it while I tell you this great story that I hope may help people in the future, especially us women who are playing out in front of a crowd. And if any of you shout out and let me know in the comments if you've ever experienced this before, where you are the victim of stalking. So, anyway, I was playing in a band. It was an Irish, kind of like alt-country Irish band, if that makes sense. Our leader was from Ireland. Anyway, they owned a pub, and we were the house band of the pub. So I was there every week, and there were a lot of regulars that would come in. And I was using my real name on our social media when we would advertise. I'd use my real name, and I wasn't handling the social media anyway, so my bandmate, she was the one that was handling the social media, so she put my real name out there. And on other social media, I had my hair salon advertised. And so it was easy to find out if you saw my name on our band Facebook, and then you could, investigate my name and find out that I owned a hair salon and where it was located. And it was very easy to just, I guess, show up, because it's a public place, right, where everybody can just come on. So the first thing that happened, and this is a 3-part. Here we go, by the way. I'm going to cut with these for the very first time. Okay, let's see how this goes. The finish on these is supposed to be a very sharp, a very soft finish, and very blended. And my instinct on these, when I saw them, was that I could do an entire haircut dry with just these. So that's what I'm trying today. So yeah, already, they're cutting like butter. I don't know if you guys can see this, but these shears are just, I can get more of a straight line with them, or if I don't close them all the way, it seems like I can get a really nice blend. So I can really control them with my hand by either completely closing them, or just, look, I'm going to do a little point cutting here. Wow, they're really nice. Anyway, back to the story. So I'm at my hair salon, and there's a delivery that comes in, and it's a cake. A whole cake comes into the hair salon, and this cake had a big orange, what I thought was a pumpkin on it. And the delivery guy said, I've been requested to not reveal who sent this. So right away I'm like, oh no, we're not playing like that. You need to tell me who's sending me this weird pumpkin cake. And he goes, well, one thing I can tell you is it's an orange. I'm like, okay, so that's an orange. Who sent it? this is very irregular, and I don't think I want to just accept this strange cake from someone I don't know. And he said, well, I've had instructions not to tell. So I said, well, you're the delivery guy. I understand and I respect that you have your parameters to work in. Where is this bakery? So I look up the phone number, and he's standing there. And all my ladies are, of course, hanging around going, oh, Rebecca, you're receiving a cake. What could this be? And so everyone's curious. Look at the point cutting. That's great. That's nice. Yeah. So the ladies are saying, wow, where's this cake coming from? Just like me. I'm like, this is a mystery. And so I call the bakery, and I say, listen, I'm not going to accept this cake. I must demand, because of stalking rules, who sent this cake, this anonymous cake. And they eventually had to tell me. And I realized that it was this, you gotta turn your wrist to cut the other side, okay? Ew. Come on, let's clean this all up. I haven't had a haircut in like 6 months. So I realized that the person that has sent this anonymous cake to my hair salon, my place of business, is a fan from the pub where I'm playing in the Irish band, the Irish pub. Oh my God, okay, so I know who he is. Well, I'll just tell you, that was 8 years ago, and that guy still gives me problems around this town where I live in. He still harasses. I don't want to say harass. It's such a subtle thing. I'll put it to you this way. He was bounced out of a place where I was in one time because the bouncer noticed that he was creeping me out. The bouncer noticed that he was hanging over me and hanging his body over me when he wanted to talk to me. He played like a friend, but he was not a friend. And my point in this is that he found me, and he found where I worked and found where I made my other part of my living besides the music. I needed money, and there I worked. Well, anyway, this man found me. He was able to find me and creep me out. He stalked me for years. He wanted dates. I wasn't interested. He just wasn't for me, that's all. And his creepiness made it even more pronounced that was not the choice for me. Although I wasn't attracted to him, I'm open-minded. I'll even date a person that I'm not attracted to. Just go out on a date with him and see if there's something there, because I don't want to judge. Maybe there's something so much more than the outside. But I never went out on a date with this man, never accepted a date from this man. The anonymous cake was just the start. I didn't eat the cake. I realized it was him. If I explained the orange, I knew the orange was poignant. There was a big reason why there was an orange. I don't want to reveal this person's name. Lives in the same town as me, but if you know, you know. Man, these shears are great. I'll give myself a really nice cut. Ooh, look how pretty that looks. Nice. It's coming together, isn't it? Let's work on this side a little bit more. That's the problem with cutting your own hair, is that you have to go side to side because you can't really go behind you, so you know. Can you see that? So anyway, this incident was just the first of two more, far more serious incidents that happened that just really illustrated to me that I needed to make myself a stage name. so that when I was out in the public where the public could meet me. And of course, I anywhere that I'm playing music, I want to promote the place where I'm playing music. So I want to greet people that want to come up and talk to me, be welcoming and be polite and be compassionate to people. But I really don't want them to invade my private life. That's why I came up with a stage name. And there's nothing wrong with it. I think it's smart, especially, sorry to say, but us women, us females of the human race, we have it kind of tough. We're in danger. And sometimes that just presses us to come to a different alternative. And for me, that was to create a stage name, a whole new social media identity, so that I wouldn't be in any danger of being stalked again. Tune in for part 2 and 3. There's more.